What's up everybody, it's your boy the Dapper Gent, and I am back with another video. And as I promised in my Twitch streams, I'm going to be doing a series on rebuilding settlements. Now, I'm going to be doing Sanctuary, but I'm going to be doing Sanctuary part by part, because it's quite a large Sanctuary, so I'm probably going to be doing it building by building, or a couple buildings at a time. So we're going to be doing basic builds and advanced builds. Today's video is going to be about the basic builds, and I'll post a video tomorrow on how to do an advanced build. But okay, so the basics you're going to want to know if you've never played Fallout before. If you have, then you'll know how to get into the workshop, but if you haven't, what you're going to want to do to get into the workshop is either go up to the workshop and press X on PlayStation, A on Xbox, which is quite confusing, or you can hold the touchpad on PlayStation, or the middle left button or the middle right button, I'm not too sure which one it is, I haven't played on Xbox, to get the workshop up if you're not near it but you're in the vicinity. So, basic building, what you're going to want to do is when you get to any settlement at all, even before you've placed down the recruitment beacon to bring in settlers, is you're going to want to put down minimum 2 water pumps on these sort of mud patch areas. You can't place them on concrete. You're going to want to place down defences. I put equaling 10. Because the thing about defenses is you have to get your defense to the same level or higher than your maximum stats. So my maximum stats at the moment is 6. So I've got 6 food, 6 water, 6 beds. So say for instance you had 20 food, you're going to need minimum 20 defense. So your defense has to be same level or higher than your higher stats, your most current high stat, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I've put down 2 machine gun turrets. I always put the machine gun turrets down instead of the guard posts, simply because it just uses less manpower, and weirdly enough they don't need power generators to run, they just run. So it's easy, it's good, I like it, it's simple. So you've now got your water pumps and your turrets for defense. So you've got your water and your defense. Next thing you're going to need to put down is food. Now the strange thing about Sanctuary is for some reason, for me, it didn't give me enough food, but usually it will. If you go to behind this blue house over here, you'll see a little shelter, and you'll find some fruit trees as well, but you'll also find a little bit of food back here. Now if it doesn't give you enough food to place down, I always put the farm back here, by the way. You don't have to, you can put it wherever you want, but I always put it back here. If it doesn't give you enough food, go to Preston and he'll give you a Minutemen mission. This is after they've all come to Sanctuary, you're all in Sanctuary. Go to Preston, he'll give you a Minutemen mission, it'll take you to a farm, you go complete that mission, and when you come back, they'll join the Minutemen and they'll have a whole bunch of food that you can just take. See, all of these I just took from there as well. I just picked the fruit and you were able to plant it, so that'll give you more than enough food. So you come back here, plant the food, and then you've got your water pumps, your defense, and your food. So the last thing you're going to need to place down, yeah, absolutely need to, for a basic settlement, is beds. Now I recommend going for these beds here. I know they look quite smart, quite nice, and they look like they're going to cost a lot, but in all reality they really don't. They are the cheapest and easiest beds to make, because for some reason they use less materials. You'd think they'd use more, but they don't. They use a lot less materials, they just look nicer, they're more cost efficient, and they're just better overall. I always put a minimum 2 beds in here, 2 beds in here, and I've just put an extra couple out here because I would want them in the same house. But that is the basic build for this place, for any sort of settlement in general. I always put down a couple of couches, just a little TV. The last thing you don't necessarily need, but it's always nice to have, is power. Now I always take this house down and use it as my power generator room. I always have, always will. It's just the perfect place to place it for me. It's kind of central to everything in my eyes, because you've got all the houses over here that'll be easy enough to reach without using too much copper. Now I've kind of glitched the wire through the wall. I'll show you how to do that in the advanced video. But if you want to place down the power, you're going to need to get on the roof over here, which is the best way to do it for me. So go into structures, go into stairs, and just pop a staircase about there-ish, just enough so you can get on the roof. And then just jump up, put a large power pylon here, a large power pylon here on the edge, and you should be able to reach that generator there with power lines and connect the two large power pylons. So what I'm actually going to do is show you how to do it the way I'm trying to show it. So you put a large power pylon at the edge there, go to power again, go to conductors and switches, large power pylon there, and you just connect these two up, and there we go. You should have power throughout the entire house now. You can put a little one down there if you want to. You don't have to, but I just did. But yeah, if you come up here, place the two large power pylons, connect them up via that wire, and connect this one down to that generator there. If you want to make it look more realistic in terms of length, I'd recommend just putting a little one down there like I have. Now you just keep that staircase stored, and there you go. This way you should have power throughout the entire house. Yep, there you go. There's a little light out here now. We've got lights about here. I think you might have a little blind spot where the cord dips, but as a total, as a whole, you should have power throughout the entire house. Yeah, there you'll have a little blind spot just on the edge here, and probably along the edge here. You can put small power pylons there if you want to, just to get power absolutely everywhere. But I'm just going to leave it as is. Yeah, you can see there's a blind spot for the power. But to fix that, again, all you really need to do is just put a small power pylon there, or a large one if you want, and a small power pylon on the opposite side. But you'll have power throughout the entire house if you do that. But yeah, guys, that's been the basic build for any settlement, really. I mean, this is Sanctuary, the settlement that I'm building for at the moment. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope this has helped you out a little bit. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.